Want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, Shalom to the hopeful elect. A wise man once told me, let the spirit of truth be your guide. The book of John, chapter 16, let's start at verse 7. The Lord Yahweh Shah said, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. If it is expedient for you that I go away, for if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. Okay, so through the Spirit, let's put on our thinking caps. Okay, here's a question. From 70 AD, right, which was the destruction of Israel and was trodden down by the Gentiles. You find that in the book of Luke. To around 1969-ish, 1970, was the ministry of Yahushua and the prophecy of Yahushua that was given to the apostles and disciples, was it heavy in the earth between that time period? No. It was only two time periods, okay? And the first one was after the resurrection, okay? The power of the Comforter was given and shown. The book of Acts are the acts of the Holy Spirit in the apostles and the disciples, okay? But the Lord told us that Esau, the so-called white man, he will persecute us for his name's sake and to take the land. So a lot of our disciples were murdered before 70 AD when the fall of Jerusalem happened. Let's go back to verse 7. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth, for it is expedient for you that I go away. Okay? He's talking to the apostles and the disciples at that particular time. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. Okay? So when Yahushua was crucified in, what was that, 33 AD? From 33 AD to 70 AD, look what was going on in the ministry that the Apostle Paul and Peter and the rest of the disciples was delivering and was doing. But you also know that a lot of them were killed. So Yahushua is saying it is a must that they do what needs to be done to me so that I can send the Comforter of my spirit back to you. And why? Because there is a job that has to be completed. Well, what's that? Let's go ahead and start at verse 8. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. Of sin, because they believe not on me. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father and ye see me no more. Of judgment, because the prince of the world is judged. And see, those are the acts that were taking place in the New Testament from the apostles and the disciples. Okay? And guess what the Lord still did? He gave John the Revelator the complete truth of actions in mystery, the things that will happen in the earth to usher in the kingdom of heaven. Now here we go. That's the same time period we are in now. The Holy Spirit, the Comforter, was sent back on earth to give the 100% truth, the ministry of Yahushua, to the apostles now. Guess what? From the beloved John the Baptist, who was regenerated back in the body of Abba Bivens. Okay? You got to understand that the book of Jeremiah 28, 7 and 8 states that, nevertheless, hear thy now this word that I speak in thy ears and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. You see? So we're going to be regenerated back. And this is the time period back that the Holy Spirit has came upon the earth to awaken his people, that remnant, those men that's supposed to teach, preach, and prophesy on the streets, the downfall of this kingdom, and to bring in the elect out of the wicked ways that they're betraying out here with the so-called white man and all the other wicked Israelites. So now Jeremiah 28 is letting you know that it has happened in the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and in the New Testament, that he's going to bring these men back. Now we're regenerated back. Okay? So is the Holy Comforter. This is why only the men under the umbrella of this 100% ministry can break the scriptures down properly, especially the book of Revelation. You see, we have the same job to do in these bodies. New bodies, but the same spirit. So let's go back to show you that having the spirit of truth in you, what you will be doing. Verse 7, this is John chapter 16. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. Of sin, because they believe not on me. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and ye see me no more. Of judgment, because the prince of the world is judged. You see that? So now we're here. We're at the end. And a wise man once told me, let the spirit of truth be your guide. So let's go back to the book of John chapter 16 and let's read verse 13. Howbeit, when he, the spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will shew you things to come. You see, as we were searching for the truth, since our youth, we understood that the doctrines of the devils we were hearing and forced to listen to was not the Holy Spirit. It wasn't the Comforter. It wasn't the spirit of truth, because it didn't register in our spirit. So in our daily walk, each brother that's of the truth, we stood up at attention. And I'm speaking of our spirit. When we heard the apostles of GM or any other ones that were teaching, preaching, and prophesying with the spirit of truth, the message. And the spirit of truth will guide you into all truth. You see, the will of the Father, ultimately, the mysteries and the deep sayings that are written and spoken in the scriptures, we will understand and break down to feed the sheep. You see, everybody wasn't given the gifts of the Holy Spirit, the Comforter, the spirit of truth. So we let him nourish us and guide us. Let's go to the Apocrypha, the Wisdom of Solomon. And while I get that, did you know that the Lord Yahushua was Solomon, but was Solomon as Solomon for that regenerated purpose? Was not wisdom among the Israelites doing his rhyme? The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, let's start at verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. Let's read that again. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in this body that is subject to sin. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter. Okay? Do you hold hatred in your heart or jealousy towards your brother? Do you think evil or intentionally say or do things in spite? Man, are you a hypocrite? He said, in a malicious soul, he will not enter. So a lot of brothers and sisters that say they are in order are liars. And the spirit of truth isn't in them. We can tell. Your ways and thoughts are not completely rooted in the Lord as you may think. You're a liar. And you are liable to judge, think, and pursue falsely. You can know the truth, but see, you have to have the spirit of truth. Why is that? Let's go to verse 5. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit and remove from thoughts that are without understanding, and will not abide when unrighteousness cometh in. That's why, and that's self-explanatory. Let's go back to the book of John chapter 16. Let's read verse 13. Howbeit, when he, the spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. You see that? He is our God in this last generation, these evil times. The oven just got cut on, and Esau is ready to fry some Israelites and any other nationality that doesn't follow in suit. So we need Yahushua and his spirit. So to the elect, know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own? For ye are bought with a price, therefore glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are your powers. Listen, a wise man once told me, let the spirit of truth be your guide. And when I understood, I became a man. Shalom.